call this regular meeting to order. Call roll.
Mayor Querum.
Here.
Commissioner Warren.
Here.
Commissioner Mabry.
Here.
Commissioner Fabia.
Here.
Commissioner Newman.
Here. Please stand and join us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Under the public comment portion tonight, we want to recognize Brad Clubby. He is he's retiring as Princeton's city treasurer. Has been city treasurer for over 20 years, 20 plus, almost 21 years. Close. Brad's been in charge and has overseen our police and fire pension funds over that period of time. Also responsible for the annual treasurer's report and various other financial issues. So Brad, if you want to come on up, I got a plaque reads, City of Princeton, Illinois, in appreciation for many years of dedicated service as city treasurer. Plaque clapping August 19th, 96 to March 31st, 2017, the citizens of the city of Princeton. Thank you.
I want to thank you for all this honor, I guess you might want to say. It has been almost 21 years, and that's riding a horse for a long period of time. So I just wanted to get off the horse and take a stroll, let somebody else climb back on and do all that stuff. But really, my hat's off to you people up here, because you have such an interest to run the city. You run for election, you're elected, and you serve. And that's a no thank you job sometimes. So I want to thank you, and God bless you all. Now, through that time, I've been through 3 mayors, numerous city councilmen, 1 city attorney, 4 city managers. Okay? She's your best one so far. Do not let her go. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank you.
Well, she always hasn't been nice to me.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Okay, so we'll move forward for any public comments. Okay, we'll go to approval of minutes. We'll go to Commissioner Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. I move that we approve the minutes from our regular council meeting from Monday, March 20th, 2017.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any corrections? Comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querum.
Aye.
I also move that we approve the minutes from our special meeting on Monday, March 20th, 2017. That was a meeting that involved discussion of the new budget.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querum.
Aye. Now we'll go to the approval of invoices, and we'll start with Commissioner Newman.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight I have the invoices and bills for Public Affairs and the Department of Accounts and Finances. Planning Department, $7,456.38. Administration, $10,355.31. Self-insurance, $50,842.90. No expenses in economic development. Tourism, $8,689.03. Property Department, $4,015.85. Total invoice for the Department of Public Affairs and Accounts and Finance, Owen Lovejoy, $127. Thank you, Laura. Total invoices for this group is $81,486.47. I review these bills. I find them to be true and accurate, and move that they be paid.
Second.
Motion's been second. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querum.
Aye. Commissioner Mabry.
Thank you, Mayor Querum. This evening I have the bills and payroll for the Department of Streets and Public Improvement as follows. In the street department, a total of $25,630.69. There's no expenditures of motor fuel tax. In the wastewater collection department, it was $15,539.40. Wastewater treatment, $7,104.48. Wastewater administration, $68.34. Cemetery department, $2,307.73. And garbage expenditures of $7,588.28, for a grand total of $58,238.92. Mayor Quorum, I've examined those bills and payroll, find them to be true and correct, and request payment be made.
Second. Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia. Commissioner Newman. Mayor Quorum.
Aye. Vote Commissioner Fabia.
Thank you, Mayor. I have the bills for public health, safety, and civil defense. For the police department, I have $56,426.24. For the fire ambulance department, I have $49,910.57. For a total of, total invoices of $106,336.81. I've reviewed these bills. I believe them to be true and accurate, and I move they be paid.
Second. Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Quorum.
Aye. Commissioner Warren.
Thank you. Tonight we got the bills and payroll department, public property utilities, electric generation of $66,156.86. Electric distribution of $71,868.08. Electric administration of $20,235.97. Water treatment of $25,698.77. Water distribution of $4,282.28. And water administration of $2,271.46, for a grand total of $190,513.42. I examined these bills, believe them to be true and correct, and move that to be paid.
I'll second that.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments or corrections? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Quorum.
Aye. Thank you, Commissioners. I'll go to regular business. We'll start with Commissioner Newman.
Tonight I have ordinance O-17-008. This is the first reading for the annual budget ordinance. This is a budget that is being adopted effective May 1st, 2017, ending April 30th, 2018. I move that we approve the first reading of this ordinance.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Rich?
So this is the budget that we discussed on our March 20th special budget meeting that we had here at City Hall. So it's basically the same one that was discussed that night. It's about $24 million in revenue and $23.5 million in expenditures. Our three goals that are kind of going to be the focus of next year's budget are improving city streets, developing a long-term capital improvement plan for all of our city infrastructure, and establishing financial security, which also was a goal from last year. So there's a memo in there that describes some of our larger projects. I'll just read a few of them off. Resurfacing of 5 streets and 2 parking lots, completing our Safe Route to School grant for our sidewalk replacement programs, implementing a 20-year roadway improvement program and a long-term sanitary sewer control plan, engineering of the Thompson Street sanitary sewer extension line that will reduce flooding and basement backups in that area of town, replacement of 2 aging roofs at the fire department and electric department, and preparing for the overhaul of one of the generators in the electric department. So those are kind of just some of the main capital projects that are in the budget. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Any comments?
I just have a few, Rachel. Difference from our first draft to this one. In the planning department, engineering and contract services were added, engineering 2000.
We're actually hidden on accident, and for one, the total was still the same, but for some reason those lines were hidden, so those have been.
Okay. In electric distribution, small tools went up from 5,000 to 10,000. Is the 10,000 the correct amount?
Yes, that is the correct amount.
gasoline and oil was added to the cemetery, 2,500.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, and then the added ones are Fire Academy, which was not in our copy,
Correct.
Police Explorer, and the other one,
And
Special Response Team.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct. So those are all their separate funds that have their own accounts, but since they are funds of cities, we have account numbers for them for the budget.
Okay, thank you.
Rachel, can I ask just a quick question? On your summary page, I appreciate the fact you've been working with the city's health insurance. They say the city's health insurance continues to be a significant cost to the city, with health insurance premiums for fiscal year 2017-18 projected to be just over $2 million. Could you explain to the audience about the personal benefit cooperative that we joined? Just a summary. Now it's going to.
Sure.
And I agree. Are we still self-insured then? We're not.
We are.
We are.
So everyone in the intergovernmental personal benefit cooperative, IPBC, is the self-insured agency. There's 113 municipalities in there, but they have their own, financial advisors and investors, and so they require you to have a certain amount in your reserves. And since there's so many communities pulling together, their rates, they're able to get better rates, and their increases average about 2.5% over 5 years. And the city's obviously seeing much larger increases than that over the last 5 years. So it should be a good plan for the city. That just switched over in March of this year, so we still have our run out from our current insurance plan, which will make the cost a little more this year than they will be the following year.
Well, I appreciate you working on that. I know it's kind of big expense, headache, yeah, headache and expense.
Yes.
Any other comment? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye, thank you, Commissioner Newman. Now, Commissioner Warren.
Thank you. Tonight I have ordinance O-17-009. It's an ordinance that's providing and approving the sale of personal property of the city of Princeton, Illinois. This is for the two large above-ground storage tanks that we have over here on Putnam. We have a person approaches that wants to take them down. So this is the first reading. I move this to a second reading.
I'll second that.
Motion to second. Any comments?
I'll just add that, like Putnam, these are the storage tanks on Putnam, and there's someone that's interested in taking them down free of charge for the scrap. So this will just allow me to work with them and get an agreement, insurance requirements and everything together so that they're able to do that and remove those.
Any other comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. We'll go to city manager report.
I don't have anything.
And I got four questions to make. First one, entertain a motion for the, fill a position on the trustees of the firefighters pension fund.
I move that we approve the appointment of Chuck Woolley, Board of Trustees of the Firefighters Pension Fund for a 3-year term expiring April 30th, 2020.
Second.
Motion to second. Any comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Also entertain a motion for reappointment of a trustee of the police pension fund.
I move that we approve the appointment of Barry Portman, Board of Trustees of the Police Pension Fund for a 2-year term expiring on April 30th, 2019.
Second.
Motion to second. Any comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. Also entertain a motion to fill an unexpired term on the Princeton Public Library Board.
Mayor, I move that we approve the appointment of Lonnie Swinford, Princeton Public Library Board of Trustees, to fill an unexpired term of Amy Chamberlain, expiring June 30th, 2017.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. And finally, I'd like to, I would entertain a motion to reappoint 2 members to the Princeton Memorial Hospital Board.
I make a motion that we approve the appointment of Rick Cleary and Tom Tester to the Perry Memorial Hospital Board of Directors for 5-year terms each, and both expiring April 30th, 2022.
Second.
Motion's been seconded. Any comments? Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman.
Aye.
Mayor Querem.
Aye. The only other thing that I have is, tomorrow is election day, so, please, everybody, get out and vote. Do we have any old business?
I'd like to just bring up something if I could, briefly. Mayor, the kiosk that was installed at North End really looks great. Could you just clarify, that was done by some of the business owners at the North End, they paid for that, the donations?
Well, it wasn't, they spearheaded. I think there was, some businesses up at the north end that spearheaded a Queen's Day Out, activities. Queen for the Day, Queen for the Day. Yeah. And so, they sold tickets to that event. Merchants up there at the north end donated services and products. They had, good turnout for these activities, and the money that was raised over the past, I think, 4 years has gone to pay for the kiosk. The city of Princeton provided the space, and we prepped it with a base, ran electricity to it. The city set it. The girls up at the north end that worked on this worked with key builders. They just worked on the design of the kiosk, and they built it, and then they came in and they installed it. So just a great addition to that area. We, at some point in the future, the city would like to duplicate that kiosk on the south end, but we don't have a time frame for that at this particular time, point. So, very nice, and we thank them, for that work.
Good project.
Any other old business? Any new business? Any public comment? Yeah, I will entertain a motion to adjourn to executive session and then to our next regular scheduled meeting.
I make a motion that we move to, that we adjourn to executive session under Illinois statute to discuss performance and compensation from employee of the public body, and then reconvene for our next regular meeting on Monday, April 17th, 2017, 7 o'clock here at City Hall.
Second. Motion's been second. Call roll.
Commissioner Warren.
Aye.
Commissioner Mabry.
Aye.
Commissioner Fabia.
Aye.
Commissioner Newman. Mayor Querem.
Aye. This meeting's adjourned. Thanks for attending.
Feel better by tomorrow. Is it your little girl's birthday? Sunday.